You're watching Good Day Siouxland with Nick Wilson and meteorologist Ethan Foreman. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Good morning, it's 6:45 on this Monday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Ethan Foreman.
And it's looking like it's going to be a sunny Monday.
Yeah, definitely going to be very similar to what we saw yesterday. And we're already starting to see that sunrise looking on our KCAU 9 studio camera. An absolutely gorgeous scene out there this morning. And today it's going to be pretty gorgeous overall, as we're going to be about 20 degrees above average for those highs today. And that's going to be the case throughout much of this week, with the exception of maybe Friday and Sunday. But even then, still going to be about 10 degrees above where we should be. But that compares to last year when we were in the 20s and 30s. Again, that blue line you see, that's last year's observed high temperatures for the 13th through 19th of November. So definitely quite a warm one out there this year, a cold one last year. We had single digit lows a couple of times as well. Not going to be seeing that this week. I'll have more details on that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Ethan. Well, before we get into the news, we want to know, do you know a Siouxland woman who's making a difference in her community, setting a great example for others, or serving as an amazing role model? Because if you do, you should nominate her to be one of our KCAU 9 Remarkable Women for 2024. To do that, just head over to our website, siouxlandproud.com, and click on Nominate a Remarkable Woman under the Contest tab. Well, meanwhile, U.S. House Republicans have unveiled their plan to avert a government shutdown this week. Speaker Mike Johnson opted to go with a two-step continuing resolution over a more typical funding extension that would cover the entire federal government. Under the two-step approach, several spending bills would be extended until January 19th, while the remaining bills would go on a continuing resolution until February 2nd. The plan does not include budget cuts or aid for Israel. The House is expected to vote on the proposal as early as tomorrow. And meanwhile, another candidate has bowed out of the race for the 2024 GOP presidential nomination. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott announced he is suspending his campaign last night during an appearance on Fox News. According to the Associated Press, the announcement came as a surprise even to his campaign staff. Scott said he's received the message from voters that now is not the right time for him to run. He adds he will not immediately throw his support behind one of the other contenders, saying, quote, "The best way for me to be helpful is to not weigh in on who voters should endorse," end quote. And also over the weekend, Siouxland Freedom Park celebrated the grand opening of a special tribute to local service members. The Brigadier General Bud and Doris Day Interpretive Center is now officially open to the public. This comes after years of planning and community involvement. The displays take visitors through the military service process, from enlistment and training to deployment, and finally returning home. The displays and exhibits are all from local veterans, sharing personal experiences from their time in the service.
It's trying to tell the story of the Siouxland area's sacrifice to America's conflicts. Our area has been involved in every one, and we've bled for our freedoms, and this is the best way to do it.
The center's permanent hours of operation will be determined soon. And meanwhile, the Missouri River Boat Clubhouse is once again open for business, nearly 3 years after closing due to erosion of the Big Sioux River bank. In that time, the boat club raised money for a brand new bar dubbed the Bent Prop. The project cost between $400,000 and $500,000 to complete. Dennis Butler is the fleet captain of the Missouri River Boat Club, and he says the new clubhouse was worth the wait.
All in all, this is something I've looked forward to for many years, because we knew we had to get out of this flood zone down there, come up here where we could actually stay out of floods. If it floods up here, Sioux City's underwater, South Sioux, because we're up way above where we had to be.
To support the new building, club members are continuing to hold frequent steak fundraisers where folks can buy 4 steaks for $30. Well, now it's time to meet today's stray of the day, and every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is JoJo, a 9 to 12-month-old female German Shepherd mixed puppy that weighs about 65 pounds. She was found on the 4100 block of Gordon Drive. The rescue says she's a super sweet dog that loves all people and all animals. JoJo is available for adoption now.
If you've lost your pet, looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption like JoJo, you can visit the rescue's website at SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. JoJo looks like a really fun and kind of energetic dog.
Yeah, definitely looks like someone that would also be good to cuddle up with, but not going to be as much cuddling up weather this week as it's going to be a pretty warm one out there. Our satellite and radar does show that we're seeing clear skies. You can see some more clouds off to South Dakota and western Nebraska. That's going to stay out of our region for most of the day. Our high pressure system is dominating us across the region right now, and that's going to be continuing to move east as we head throughout the day and into the overnight hours, staying with those clear skies. And then into Tuesday, we see a few more clouds start to creep in. I think this model is just a little bit underdone on that cloud cover for Tuesday, but still going to be seeing mostly sunny conditions for much of the day. Then as we head into Wednesday, we see those clear skies continue once again. Lots of sunshine on the way, but the bad news is since we're going to be so dry and also quite breezy, we're going to be watching that fire danger risk returning, and that even includes today as well. Sunny and warm for today. The best chance for the worst chance for any fire danger risk is going to be north and west of Sioux City, mainly impacting South Dakota. That high at 66 for today, then dropping to 41 tonight. Again, keep in mind we should be in the mid-20s for this part of November. Not going to be seeing that for tonight. Staying clear and mild with those breezy conditions returning late tonight and into Tuesday as we see those highs getting close to 70 degrees for a few of us tomorrow and again on Wednesday. A few more clouds and breezy again on Thursday. Another day we'll have to watch that fire danger risk, but those lows starting to drop once we get into Thursday night and Friday night as we see those lows back to a little more seasonal. We do see another warm day on Saturday, and then we see those temperatures start to drop further into next week. Temperatures likely going to be in the low to mid 40s by the time we get to Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Ethan. Well, now we turn to sports, where Siouxland College football teams are getting ready for the playoffs, while an Iowa basketball legend was set to make some program history. Noah Sacco has the details right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. The postseason is here as the NAIA Selection Show unveiled its 20-team field for the 2023 Football Championship Series. 13 automatic qualifiers and 7 at-large berths up for grabs, with Northwestern, Morningside, and Dordt all earning playoff bids. Let's start with our lone automatic qualifier and unbeaten defending national champ of Northwestern. The Red Raiders earning the #1 overall seed and a first-round bye, set to kick off FCS play in the second round at home on November 25th, in which they'll be guaranteed home games throughout the championship series. Red Raiders lead the GPAC in total touchdowns and have played in 51 FCS games. That's the most in the NAIA. Over to the 2021 national champs of Morningside. The Mustangs grabbing the #10 seed and the at-large berth, joining one of the top 12 qualifiers to earn a first-round bye. They'll begin FCS play on the road in the second round. This marks the 20th consecutive season the Mustangs have made it to the playoffs. The team currently sits at 9-2 overall. And our final playoff team, Dordt, getting the #14 seed and their second ever at-large berth to the NAIA FCS. Conversely to Northwestern and M-Side, the Defenders will play in one of 4 first-round matchups as they host Ottawa from Kansas, who earned their bid by winning the KCAC-Bissell Division Conference title. The Defenders and Braves will play next Saturday in Sioux Center. Kickoff time to be determined. The impact of Caitlin Clark is almost hard to quantify. A player who became a household name to a generational talent who soon may be one of the greatest college basketball players ever either men's or women's. The reigning National Player of the Year enters an in-state showdown with UNI yesterday and a chance to etch her name further into Hawkeye record books, sitting 16 points shy of surpassing Megan Gustafson for the program's all-time scoring record of 2,805 points. And here comes Clark, fresh off dropping 44 on number 8 Virginia Tech. First quarter starting range from Clark. Hawks start on a 14-5 run. Next time down, it's forward Grace Bofelli down low off the block. Shout out North Scott. She started 3 of 5 from the field, but stayed in foul trouble. Second quarter, Clark the dime to Kate Martin. She's going to finish off the glass for 2. 40-25 Hawks lead at the break. Third quarter now. This is where history is made. Clark driving, hoop, and the harm, and a scoring record. 2,807th career point for Clark. She passes Gustafson and stands alone. Fourth quarter, Hannah Stolke cash on the corner 3 to ice this one away. 12th career triple-double for Clark on a historic day. 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists as Iowa rolls over UNI 94-53. Clark postgame on the record, and the former record holder who reached out.
Megan reached out to me last night and said, "You're very, very deserving of this. Like, go out there and do it." And it's not the first time Megan has ever reached out and texted me. She's always there supporting our entire group when we went on our run last year. So, and that's not fake. Megan's one of the best people of all time. And yeah, I think, records are meant to be broken. So I hope Iowa has a really great player one day that can break mine too.
With losses by number 1 LSU and number 2 UConn last week, Iowa could very well be the new number 1 in the polls. Now to check at sports, you stay classy, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories, what you need to know before you go. Jury selection is set to begin today in the federal court trial of a Sioux City woman accused of voter fraud. 49-year-old Kim Taylor is the wife of Woodbury County Supervisor Jeremy Taylor. She's charged with 26 counts of providing false information in registering and voting, 3 counts of fraudulent registration, and 23 counts of fraudulent voting. That's 52 total charges. 20 witnesses are expected to testify over the course of the trial, which is scheduled to continue through the beginning of December. Supervisor Jeremy Taylor has been named as an unindicted co-conspirator in the case. And elsewhere in Iowa, one of the 2 Fairfield teens who pleaded guilty to murdering their high school Spanish teacher is set to hear his sentence tomorrow. Jeremy Goodale pleaded guilty to first-degree murder this past spring. He and fellow student Willard Miller admitted to beating 66-year-old Nohema Graber with a baseball bat in November of 2021. This past summer, Miller was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole. Goodale's sentencing will begin tomorrow morning, and he faces a sentence of 25 years to life. And back in Siouxland, the Sioux City Community School District is considering buying some new property, and residents have the chance to share their input today. The district is looking to purchase 2900 South St. Aubin Street, as well as 2 other parcels of land in the metro, for a total of $457,000. The public hearing on the South St. Aubin Street proposal is set for today at 6 p.m. It'll take place at the Educational Service Center at 627 4th Street here in downtown Sioux City. One last look at the forecast. We're in for not only a sunny day, but a sunny week.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty sunny going forward. Thursday might feature more in the way of clouds, but every other day should feature a lot of sunshine. 66 degrees for today, sunny and warm, but you notice those wind speeds are starting to pick up out there out of the south-southeast, 10 to 15 miles per hour. So we are watching that fire danger risk. The best chance today is going to be north and west of Sioux City, mainly impacting South Dakota, but everyone still has to be on the lookout for that today. Then we stay clear tonight with a low of 41 degrees, and then into tomorrow we see those breezy conditions even further as we see those highs near 70 degrees with a good deal of sunshine, maybe a few more clouds tomorrow, but then we see those sunny conditions return for Wednesday and again Friday and Saturday, but then we do start to fall as we head into the weekend. Some rain chances starting to pop up as we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. Temperatures even by next Tuesday, that 46 for a high, still above average for this time of year, so definitely a nice week.
A lot of sunny days and then a run of some cloudy days with rainy weather too.
Yep, definitely need the rain.
Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.